Hey everybody, welcome to REEF weekly saltwater aquarium care. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Just going to do a quick video, no real editing or anything. Just going to give you a tank update, saltwater tank update, what's going on. Okay, also don't forget to check out our Facebook group. Link to the video description. Link in the video description to the Facebook group, along with all the gear that I use, that I get off Amazon for the most part. Okay, so November 2019 saltwater tank update. This is a 125 gallon saltwater tank. I've got an LED light by Phoenix that I love. It's not programmable, just a simple on-off switch. And on the other end, there's a switch for the blue lights. So you can have it all white or blue and white. I leave blue and white. Fish are doing really well. No complaints from them. I hate when I film and there's reflections in the glass. Filming at nighttime is so much better. Everyone's doing really well. You know what? I had a dishwasher fail on me and I had to replace it. That was fun. It's always fun spending money when you don't have it. And the guy that came to install it, I ordered it from a major retailer, not Best Buy. I hate them. And he has a 300 gallon saltwater tank in his basement. That's really cool. He said he bought it used, which I would not ever buy a used tank. It just freaks me out. Anything can happen with a new tank as well, but a used tank, I'm thinking this, how good are the seals, you know. So this water looks good, but it's not as crystal clear as it was in the past. I was looking at some older videos of my tank. It's like, wow, that tank looks really good. But admittedly, I've been doing a water change every other week, not every week, and I've seen a difference. These people who do water changes like once a month or once every 2 months, or they say never, I just don't understand that. I know they're probably using the Triton method, as this guy is in his 300 gallon. He's using the Triton method. He says it's great, it's not too expensive. Maybe I can look into that sometime. Not with this tank, I don't know. Kind of tired of, with everything going on in life. I'm tired of doing water changes, to be honest, even though it only takes me like 20 minutes. It just, I don't know, I just don't feel like doing it, which is one reason why I've done it like every 2 weeks. And as you can see, if I go on this side, well, the glass is dirty, but it's a little hazy and there's a greenish cast. It looks worse in the video than it does in the tank, but it used to be crystal clear when I was filming. This glass it needs to be cleaned, so that is not helping. But I'm going to be moving soon. I don't know when, but I just, whenever it is, I don't feel like moving this tank. But as far as filtration, the reason I bring that up, on this side I've got an eShops sump, as you guys know, with my rotor tube. Water coming from the overflow flows through into the sump, gets churned by protein skimmer. Protein skimmer takes all the nutrients out of the water, the proteins out of the water, fish waste, uneaten food, and then it gets pumped back into the tank. Now, this rotor tube doesn't have foam in it because I'm about to do a water change. I took the foam out. I put it here on top. Every week I take the foam out. This rotor tube also doesn't have foam. I took it out. This is my second sump that's joined between the two with a PVC pipe for a water bridge. Alright, what I'm thinking about doing, and I don't really want to spend the money, but I've been thinking about it for months. I'm thinking about getting one of those sumps by Trigger Systems, the Emerald or the Sapphire. The only problem is I won't be able to, I don't know, I just want something nice, even though this does the job. But I'm going to leave this sump in here, but I'm not going to drill into the Trigger Systems. I'm going to figure out a way to do a water bridge between the two sumps. Ideally, what I'd like to do is upgrade my sump system, period. and get rid of this one and, you know, keep it in the basement. And then get rid of this Rubbermaid and have like one long sump. But the only problem with that is I will not be able to get it underneath into the tank, you know? And I don't want this thing falling down. This is like, I don't know, 1,000 pounds. This tank is really heavy, empty. It takes 2 people and it's a struggle. Empty. So with 120 gallons, 110 gallons of water, and I don't know. I cannot get a long sump, the trigger system sump, most of the width of this tank in here. I mean, ideally, I'd like to move this away from the wall and put it in from behind, but I don't know if that's going to happen. My brother moved his 75-gallon tank on his own. He said he drained it a little more than halfway, and he was able to move it slowly on his own. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility, and I'd hate to think if I moved it, even by pulling on the carpet with a couple people helping, away from the wall so I can get a new sump in there, that this, I mean, the stand is nice, but it's not built to the best materials, you know. It's not like a heavy-duty oak stand or anything. And I would hate to have it crack somewhere and then it just falls apart and it would be a catastrophe, disaster. I don't know. If I remove this front plate, that's going to be a problem because all braces are used. That's not cosmetic. I could put maybe a couple 2x4s underneath there to support it and then remove that. Maybe put 2x4 here and a 2x4 there, then remove this. You know what? I don't even want to screw around with it, to be honest. But I might just get the 26-inch trigger system sump and put it in the front this way on an angle. With my luck, you know what's going to happen. It'll be an inch or two too long, and I won't be able to get it in there, and then I'll have to return the thing. I don't know. I'd like to get one large sump that feeds both return lines. I don't know. The filtration, it's just one of those things I've been thinking about it. I don't need it. This has been working great. The rotor tubes I made work great. I don't really need it. I don't need to spend the money. It's just my thoughts. Anyway, that's it. What do you guys think? I know that everyone who's had the trigger system sump loves them. Look at this guy. The Harlequin Sweet Lips, beautiful fish. He or she is getting big. He was the size of a small clown. Smaller than one of the small clowns. And now he's larger than them. But everyone's getting along fine. Remember when I introduced this Percula clown in the tank? He was right away, like after quarantine, he was picking on everybody. And they weren't taking it. They weren't taking his crap. And they're like, screw you, this is our home. So all 5 or 6 clownfish were going after him. And within like 2 days, he's cool with everybody. Everybody's cool with him. All 7 or 8 clownfish in here, they get along really well. Everyone's doing well. These guys are camera shy. So all I feed the Tangs now is Rod's food and collard greens from the grocery store. Looks like large, very large, leafy, thick green, solid green lettuce. Very inexpensive, like $1.50. Gets you a whole batch of large leaves. They're Tangs, they're herbivores, they love it. Some people say their Tangs don't touch it. My guys love it. Costs me like $1.50 a week to feed them, not even. It lasts up to 2 weeks. I give them a whole large leaf the size of a basketball daily, and they wolf it down in a day. So that's it, you guys. Any questions or comments, let me know. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. That's it. Take care. I'll see you next time. More details on the tank as I go along. Oh, by the way, the corals that I had in this aquarium, I bought a beautiful neon green zoanthid, and I got my original star polyp coral in here. Remember that? I dosed this tank with copper cupramine when no corals were in it. Then I put the coral in it 2 months after to prove a point, after quarantining the coral, and the corals did really good. But the bad news is I gave my star polyp back to my brother because he really liked it. I just said screw it. I gave it to him. And I gave my green neon brand new plug that was gorgeous to a friend of mine. So whatever. I didn't want to do it, but they really liked it. I'm like, you know what, fine, you can have it. Because I'm kind of thinking about going no corals more. I don't know, I'm used to no corals, and it's easier to take care of, to be honest. I miss the coral, but the fish with the rock are great, and I don't have to worry about water parameters as much because corals are super sensitive. So I'm going to add some more rock and do a little more display, and just add a little more sand maybe after I move. I don't know. But I want to get the sand bed to be 1 or 2 inches deeper. And maybe in the new place I'll look at getting a larger tank. We'll see what happens financially and everything. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. I gotta clean this up too because it got some scratches. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video next weekend.